Alright, so I'm going to try and kill two birds with one stone in this video. I'm going to do a receiver upgrade for the Eachine TWIG here. This is a non-HD version of the regular one with the Runcam Nano 2. And I did a previous video on upgrading the motors, these Beta FPV 1204 5000 kV motors. So it's running pretty good now. I just want to not use the onboard receiver anymore, and so I'm going to be using this plug that's been pre-soldered onto the it's on UART1. So the three wires here are connected to 5 volts ground and inverted RX1 on UART1 on the Crazy Bee board. So the blue wire is going to be your signal, the red is 5 volts, and then the black is ground. And then I'm going to use one of these crossover receivers. This is a S-Bus receiver, D16 FreeSky compatible, and I did a video, like an overview video, like a while back, and I couldn't get these to work. They would just fail safe out within, I don't know, 20 feet or something like that, 20-30 feet. And I was contacted by the vendor, the manufacturer of this and of these receivers, and they told me that the firmware that they released on the first batch was no good. So this is an updated batch with updated firmware, so we're going to install this and solder it onto this receiver, and we'll see if I get better range than before, and hopefully better than the onboard SPI receiver. Who knows, this might be a complete waste of time. If you're using something like an XM Plus, then you just solder a signal 5 volts and ground to your XM Plus, and make sure that you go into Betaflight configurator. You want to enable serial RX on UART1, and then once you do that, you're going to reboot, and then you're going to enable serial receiver protocol for the receiver, and then S-Bus. And that's it in Betaflight configurator. And then you obviously need to bind your receiver to your radio, but then it should all work. So I'll just go ahead and solder this on, and we'll go and fly it. Alright, so let's see how this new receiver firmware handles. So I'm only a few feet away, and RSSI is already dropping. Wow, it's in the 50s already. I'm only like 20 feet away. You can see me right there. But it's not locking out like it was before. It would lock out here at about this distance, and I have control. So it's possible their RSSI algorithm is just not good. Let's head over to this field over here. And still have good control. So it's definitely better than before. Actually, yeah, no lockouts. So maybe they fixed the problems, whatever was going on. But the RSSI readings are rather low. Yeah, they're dropping in the 40s there. So I don't want to fail safe and go have to grab it, but that's a couple soccer fields away. I don't know exactly what that distance is over here in this corner. I'll look it up on Google Maps, and I'll put it up on the screen. It's not bad for an alternative receiver, but you know, if you have an XM Plus, your RSSI numbers are going to be much higher. I'm thinking 70-80%. So their RSSI algorithm is way different than the XM Plus receiver. Plus, these receivers aren't cheap, so not sure. Yeah, well, let's see what the FlySky, how the FlySky receivers do. That's going to be in a different video. But for the FreeSky, you know, probably best to stick to XM Plus. I may test this again a little later. Yeah, there's no loss of control. It's all very solid. but the RSSI numbers don't look very confidence inspiring. Anyway guys, so I think I'm gonna close this chapter of this receiver testing, at least of the FreeSky ones. I have some FlySky ones from the same company, and I'm gonna do another video later and see how that does. They also sent me some firmware upgrades for that one. That one was also terrible out of the box too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Talk to you guys later.